Well, hi everybody. We're going to do a Throwback Thursday today, which is March 16th. It's Thursday, and I'm going to throw back to an old favorite in our household, meatloaf, but I'm going to give you kind of my take on meatloaf, which sort of started off with a Kraft recipe. If anybody remembers when Kraft used to send out those magazines for free, and they had this ultimate meatloaf, and it was all well and good, but I thought it could be better. So what we're going to start out with is 1.5 pounds of ground meat, and to that I am adding 1 package of stuffing. You could use stovetop. This I got at Aldi's. Great price on this, so this is good stuff. To that we're going to add 1 cup of water, and we need 2 eggs. Just get those in there. And then my favorite, always make sure you shake this up real good. I'm gonna add some Worcestershire sauce, and I just give it a couple of good shakes. So that's maybe a couple teaspoons. And then, better take this off. We're gonna get right in there, and we're just gonna cook that out this morning, and the center was still a little frozen. But not bad enough that I can't get through it. So we want to just mix this up really good. The egg is in there as kind of like a binder, helps hold this all together. If you don't like to use ground beef, you can always, I've made this with ground turkey, equally as good. I recommend that you try to get the ground turkey breast so you get something leaner. This was 85% lean ground beef. So, okay, so we have that mixed up together real good. So then all we have to do is get it in the meatloaf shape. And I have a pan prepared here. So let me get this out of our way. And all I did was I did spray this baking dish with non-stick cooking spray, because if not, the bottom of your meatloaf can tend to stick. Now, the Kraft way, instead of using the Worcestershire sauce, they use barbecue sauce. But I can't say that I was really fond of the barbecue-y taste, and it sort of limited what I could do with the leftovers. So there we go. We have meatloaf. So that's ready for tonight. I'm going to move that off to the side. I'm going to wipe my hands down a little bit. Now with that, I'm going to have some roasted potatoes. So what I did was I grabbed, these are baby potatoes. Let me see if my butter is melted. Hopefully that's all done. Not quite. 10 more seconds. Okay. So again, hold up 1 second. Some days I'm more prepared than others. I'm just gonna spray that real quick. And I already have, washed these off, dried them, and then cut them in half. That way they'll cook a little bit faster. And all I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna pour some melted butter over the top. And then I'm gonna sprinkle some of my seasoned salt from Tastefully Simple and some of my seasoned pepper. This is the Tastefully Simple seasoned pepper. And this is the Tastefully Simple seasoned salt. I use this just every day. So that's right in there. And then I'm just going to toss these up so that we're just going to have all kinds of buttery goodness going on here. So we have that. And now I'm kind of feeling a little bit of a wild hair here. So I am going to throw a little bit of garlic powder over the top of all those. This is sort of how things happen in Mama Kahn's kitchen. You know, all of a sudden something will inspire me, and that just sounded good. So we have that. So that's going to go in. The meatloaf is going to cook for an hour at 375. I'll put the potatoes in at about the half-hour mark, 45 minutes, maybe between a half hour and 45 minutes. They're pretty small, so just probably a half hour. Okay, the other thing that I'm going to share with you is that I'm going to be making Brussels sprouts. Now I'm going to be sauteing them. So I've already prepared the Brussels sprouts. I've trimmed them and I've cut them in half. If you can get the baby Brussels sprouts, you don't need to cut them in half. You're fine there. And then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cook them in Old Faithful here. What I'm going to do is I am going to put some bacon fat in the bottom. I always save my bacon fat when I cook bacon. I'm going to put some bacon fat in the bottom there. I'm going to put these Brussels sprouts in when the bacon fat gets hot. And then I'm going to sprinkle them with some more of my seasoned salt and pepper. And I'm going to cover them and I'm going to let them kind of do their thing for about 15 minutes. And then I'll take the lid off, check to see how it's done, and then, you know, how our doneness is coming along. And then I'm going to throw in bacon bits. These are from Costco, bacon crumbles. The idea here is that we want the Brussels sprouts to kind of be crispy. We want them to have the good bacon flavor. And that's what's going to happen there. So that's what's for dinner. Now, something that I'm going to show you that's a little different is what's for dessert. And what's for dessert is something that my son brought home. He works at Simply Fresh. This is a pink pineapple. So let's take a look. And let's just see what we have in here. So we're gonna take the top off. Oh my goodness. It is definitely pink. Make no mistake about it. Throw that in there. So if any of you have ever wondered, that is what a pink pineapple looks like. I think that this one was almost too ripe, but we'll just cut away. And there we have it. So I will be cutting this up into smaller chunks and we'll serve that along with dinner. And so there you have, you've seen a pink pineapple. So it's called Pink Glow. And I hope for the price that we really enjoy it, because these ain't cheap, folks. So anyway, that's what's for dinner. The recipes will be on my Facebook page. And you know, if ever you need a recipe from me, you know, if you're on YouTube, just, you know, shoot me a message and I'll send you any of my recipes. And hey, let me know, what are you having for dinner tonight? I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.